Okay, I was going to record a video for the channel, but I have to dump my phone and I'm too lazy. I'm just too tired right now. I'm just too tired. So I was wondering what everyone's got planned. You know, what's that one thing? I don't want to say a New Year's resolution because, I don't know. It just seems to not motivate when you call it a New Year's resolution. It just means if you don't succeed at it, you get to try again the next year. I don't know. It just gives it a negative connotation, I guess. I don't know. But I'm doing the standard what everybody fucking does. I'm going to try to take better care of myself. I've been doing pretty good anyway, but with age it gets more difficult to curb the cravings. It gets more difficult to focus on like walking, exercise, eating better. Like, and I don't like to diet. If you've been watching me for a minute, you know that I don't really like to diet. I would much rather just make better choices. And if it requires me doing a whole lot of extra stuff, I'm not going to succeed. I'm going to fail. I have to wean myself on to doing the better stuff. And I was, this is going to sound so stupid, but this is true. I didn't realize last night was New Year's Eve. I'm busy a lot. Like, oh my God, I'm busy. So I thought tonight, Sunday night, was New Year's Eve. And I didn't realize it was New Year's Eve until maybe about 2 hours before New Year's Eve, maybe. And we had told the boys we would take them to Golden Corral tonight, Sunday night, because they wanted to go to Golden Corral. I think it is garbage food. They have a great salad bar. That's about it. And they wanted to go. So we said, okay, we'll take you. I only agreed because I thought Sunday night was New Year's Eve and I would start all of my changes Monday. But once I realized that I was wrong about the day, I really need to not be so busy. I said, well, I'm just going to have to start my New Year's change on the 2nd. So I bought my green smoothie because I'm not even almost prepared to make my own right now. I've got too much shit going on. So I got my green smoothie. We already have probiotic shots, those little things. You just shake them up real good, pop it open, and chug it, little shots down. Because Doug has a lot of stomach issues with his diverticulitis and whatnot. So we thank you for the thumbs up. So we have a couple of things. I bought a bag of apples, a big bag. This time I don't usually get a big bag because they go to waste. I hate when that happens because there's so much clutter that we put them somewhere, then they get covered by something else. I have a mixture in my kitchen of personal items and sell items and stuff we need to test before we can list it. It has to be tested. It has to be cleaned. It has to, everything, the whole shebang. You just don't pick something up and throw it up there and assume it works. You don't just buy something and then clean it up and when you plug it in, it powers on. Oh, okay, it works. Maybe it powers on, but maybe something else on it doesn't work. So anyway, that being said, I'm not ready to make my own smoothies yet. So, I got my smoothies. I got my bag of apples. I was going to get me some new walking pants because when you got thighs like this bitch, you can go through a lot of walking pants. And start a lot of fires. The friction. So, anyway, I couldn't find anything I even cared for. We only went to Walmart tonight, and I didn't want nothing they had. They didn't have much to pick from. It's Walmart, you know. So, I'm going to go again. I'm probably going to go to Ross because sometimes I know they get a lot of that made in China, Wish.com, AliExpress type shit, but they also get a lot of good stuff. They get Reebok, they get Nike, they get all that stuff. So I will go to, my stomach just growled and I'm not even hungry. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I'm so tired. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so tired. Um, so yeah, I got what I need. I do have some walking pants I can wear. The ones I'm currently wearing are suffering from that friction I was just talking about from being a thick-legged woman. And so and I'm gonna get up in the morning. I'm gonna do my probiotic. I'm gonna go for my walk. I'm gonna come back in. I'm gonna do my smoothie and have an apple. And Aaron said he'd go with me. If you're new to the channel, I should have done this. My name is Corey, also known as So Fuck It, among other names that people want to call me. Ask me if I care. And Aaron is my grandson. So he'll be 13 on the 10th. That's terrifying. I have a 13-year-old grandchild. That's freaking weird. But he's going to go with me. He's going to help keep me motivated, at least for a while. But his attention span's a little off, so I don't think he'll hang in there for very long. And I'm going to start this. I haven't weighed myself in about 2 months because I don't care. I don't have time. I don't even know where the scales are at. So tonight before bed, I'm going to find the scales. I'm going to get up in the morning. Of course, if you've been here a minute, you know that I know the first weight of the day is your accurate weight. Like as soon as you wake up, don't dilly-dally, don't go for walks because muscle mass weighs and blah, 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 blah. So if you want the dead spot on weight, first thing in the morning. And that's when you need to do it. And I'm going to do my weight in the morning. I'm going to do a little video. I'm not posting anything about it until the first 30 days are up. So I'm going to do little excerpts and I'm going to compile them. And at the end of my 30 days, I'll put it up regardless of what the results are. Because we got to keep it real. I mean, more people are going to fail at their fitness than will succeed. That's obvious. It happens every year. My skin is itching. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. I can't use my fingernails or I'll rip my skin off. So I got to use my fabric of my shirt because the universe really does revolve around me. It says so on my shirt. Saucy! What are you doing, Mama? No! Oh God, you got dog breath. So if any of you, thank you for the thumbs up. If any of you want to tell me what you have planned for the new year, because one of the other things also is to get organized. I bought a shed. Yes! Well, I'm buying. I went and put the money down because my sales have been really good. My sales have been really, 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 really good. 2022 was an amazing year for me in every way. Emotionally, physically, every way. I mean, 2022 was a good year. And I made a little bit of good money. And I went ahead and put money down on the shed. I'm not paying for it in cash because I really need to use my money for the business. So when the shed gets here, it'll be a 3-week thing before they deliver it. Because they're backed up, because everybody's getting sheds. And I'm going to transfer everything out of the house into the shed. Nothing goes in the building unless it's listed. So, out of sight, out of mind. And the last thing you want to do is stick stuff in the building out back. Forget it, never list it. And it's just sitting there in what's called the death pile. We don't want that. I've already found a lot of stuff in here that's part of my death pile now. And I really need to get it gone. I need to move it on. There's too much money just sitting here. So anyway, I found a lot of Christmas stuff that I never got listed because I forgot I even freaking had it. I mean, really nice Christmas stuff that people are looking for. Vintage stuff. Vintage new. That's never been used, but it's older, like from the mid-'80s or so. So, that's going to be changing. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be a good year. I'm not wearing any makeup. That's not new. And it will continue to happen. As you get older, you get forehead lines and wrinkles. There's no way around that. By the time I was 43, 42, I had wrinkles in my forehead just by sitting here. I still do. I mean, I've got horrible skin. I got terrible wrinkles. So that's another thing that I'm going to do for the new year is I'm going to focus on skincare. I always have because I've always had horrible skin. I'm kind of just doing this video to hold myself accountable, I think, more than anything. Secondary, because I'm hoping you guys will have some input. What are your plans? Do you plan on just getting your house organized? Are you planning on finally going through all that stuff in the totes in the back spare bedroom that you've been putting off because out of sight, out of mind? Is there a better use for that space where you have things just sitting and waiting for nothing? You know, let me know. Tell me what you're doing. Frickin' nose is itching. I gotta go to Ulta. I think it's Ulta. Or is it Sephora? It's where I get my skincare stuff, but I haven't bought any in about a year. This year has been so busy, I haven't bought any. And I need to fucking buy some. I don't have any. I usually use squalane. I haven't had any squalane in so long. I use a vegetable something cleanser. Comes in a big glass bottle with a pump. Been out of that. I'm on my second or third jar. It's gone. I didn't use it all. So I need to do that. It is not soap. It does not harm your skin. I have to use Ivory soap because my skin is so sensitive. A lot of you already know this if you've been around. I've gotten to the point Ivory makes my skin so dry, I have to moisturize it. But since it's not squalane, it's some other shit that I use. And it itches me. It's not chemical at all. It still isn't as good as squalane. So anyway, I know it's late, but I'm still getting up early. This dog is over here walking on my soda cans. Sully! I usually don't drink soda, but for the past month, I've been drinking soda. And I need to stop that shit. Because I don't do soda. But yeah, that's my plan. And I do plan on doing videos. I'm going to dump this camera so that I can just do videos, edit them, and post them accordingly and correctly instead of doing a live. It's just weird. But anyway, do any of you have plans for the new year? Things you want to do and that you're willing to fail at a couple of times before you get it right? Anything? Anything? This is a mixed drink. It's something I don't do. Here's how much I don't do it. Do you see this bad boy? I'm not even going to ask you to guess how long I've had it because you're not going to respond because no one's talking. But I've had this for 1 month and almost 2 weeks. And I'm just live. I'm live. This is how often I drink. It's just Long Island iced tea, and I mix it with Coke or RC or whatever, and just make it like a little bit more palatable, I guess. I don't like it real strong. And it's just a nice sipping drink that I can sit with Doug here and watch TV.
Doug here, who's that?
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Why did you unplug it? It's not charged yet. Oh. Whatever. Get out of here, whore. Go whore in there somewhere. But yeah. So hopefully I'm going to be the disappearing woman. I tried last year, but then, you know, the business really was doing like slack. So I focused more on that. And then it picked up. And then I started selling. I wasn't selling anywhere but Etsy and eBay. Then I had sold a handful of things on Marketplace. But now to bring money in without giving so much of it away for fees, I like doing cash now. I like to do local if I can, and just do a meetup so they can check it out and say, yay, I want it, or nay, I don't. Well, they've all wanted it so far, so Sometimes I sell through my Facebook marketplace. Sometimes I sell through another person in the house Facebook marketplace. It just depends. And no reason for it. It's just, it's just how we do it. Sometimes I'll have someone else list it for me because I'm busy. But what's everybody got planned for this year? What's going to make your life amazing and better and all that stuff? Thank you for the thumbs up. Let's see. We went today, me and Doug were going to go get lunch. We go out to eat a lot. That's another big problem I have. Surprisingly, I haven't gained a mountain of weight from it. But we eat out a lot. It's just something we enjoy in this part of our life, But we went today. We were going to go to Hardee's, grab a bite, just grab a cheap. He had some coupons and was like, "Hey, I got some coupons for us. I'm going to grab a burger." I was like, "Well, we're going to Golden Corral tonight with the boys." And he said, "Yeah, but we'll just get something small to hold us over. That ain't going to be till later." So we go out to the car. Well, he goes out to the car. He comes back in and says, "I got a flat tire." And he said last night he was coming home and coming down New Berlin. You don't know where that is, but it's right down the street from us. He said, and I heard something go, it kind of like made a puncture sound. If you've ever heard on a film, you've heard on the movies where you hear someone puncture a tire, that noise. Even though, of course, they add in that sound effect, it's not a tire actually being punctured. But if you've ever punctured a tire, you know what the sound is. So he said, and I heard something kick up and hit the side of the car. I said, "You didn't think to stop and check it?" He went, "No, after that, everything was fine. The tire was fine. Everything was fine." So it like leaked out. And it isn't far from here. So it leaked out on the way here. At some point, it just completely went flat. And it's not even a hole. He was going to get a plug kit and plug it. You can't plug it. This was a gash. So whatever it was, it did a number on that tire. And he went to take it off, put a donut on. He's like, I'll deal with this tomorrow. We've got plans today. I'll deal with this tomorrow. Whatever. The lug nut was stuck. It was a double lug nut. It was the way it was set up. It was more decorative. And then the actual functional part, they separated. It was a functional part and a decorative part. They separated. We thought it was stripped. We go to Walmart. And we went to another store to get air. And by the time we were not even 2.5, 3 minutes from that air pump, the tire went flat. So we're back riding on a freaking room, right? He goes, "Well, the tire's already flat." And you can hear it out the window. And I'm like, this is just amazing. But it ain't going to get us down. 2023 is going to be great. Who gives a shit? It's a tire. We'll be fine. We get up there. We tell them we need a tire. Go ahead and get the tire. Fuck it. We're already there, right? We were like, we need a tire. And we have a stripped lug. And the guy went, "Ooh, did you say stripped?" And we were like, "Yeah." Because it was just spinning and spinning. It would not break free. He said, "We don't do stripped lugs because we don't have the equipment." Well, when we pulled in, we were parking 2 spots over from a dude and a chick standing out there with a baby in a stroller, and a man was fixing their tire. He was like changing their tire or something, this biker looking dude. So they said they wouldn't fix it. They were like, "You can go down to Goodyear." I said, "Oh shit, we'll just buy a whole new car. I'm not giving Goodyear my money. They're too damn proud." So they laughed. We walked off, and I told Doug, I said, "I'm gonna go ask." I said, "You need to go ask that man over there." Hi, Labura. I don't like Golden Corral. I like their salads. Hi, Catherine. Happy New Year to you. Yeah, batteries are crazy expensive, right? So we're going back to our car, and we're like, we're going to ride the rim home. Screw it. We're just going to take the car back home and figure something out. And I said, you need to go over there and talk to that guy and ask him if if he knows enough about tires to fix ours. He was just a dude out there, right? He went, I'm not just going to go up and ask a random person. I said, don't you have to open your mouth and talk to people? And he was like, I ain't asking them. I was like, I got this. I was like, always, all the time. So I walked over and I said, hey, do you know anything about tires? And they started to laugh. I know you were changing a tire, but do you know anything about like working on? And they laughed, and he looked at the guy and went, well, it made sense when he did that afterwards. He told me, and I was like, okay, it makes sense, you know. But he went, yeah, what's up? I said, we have a strict lug and they won't do it here. He went, no, they ain't going to do it here. He said, let me finish this up. And I was like, and then the girl tells me that was what was wrong with mine on this side. I said, you had a stripped lug? She said, yeah, he got it out. I was like, what are the odds of that? I've never had that happen. She said, I haven't either. So, he tells me he works there. I said, oh, you're on the clock. No, I'm not. Well, I said, oh, you're at work. I can't mess with you. They said you couldn't fix them. I'm sorry. He went, no, it's fine. He said, show me what you got. I said, would you fix mine for the right price? I was like, I'll pay you. And he said, he laughed and they laughed. And then off we go. He said, let me see what you got going on. So we walked him over there. And Doug was standing at the car looking at his phone. And I said, it's right here on this blah, blah, blah. So he says, I know exactly what's going on. He looked at it and he knew. Hi, Mara, my love. And he fixed it. He explained to us what was wrong with it, that it was a decorative, almost an ornamental piece attached to, he didn't describe it like that, attached to a secondary piece. He said, it's not stripped. It's not stripped. But he fucked with all the different lugs around it until he got to that one. Because he knew which one it was. He figured it out really quickly. And he freaking fixed it. And he said, look, I said, you know, I appreciate you helping me and blah, 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 blah. This was awesome for you to do this. He explained to me and Doug what was wrong with it. He showed us. He said, what you're going to do is you're going to go in there and you're going to tell them you want 4 more of these. And they put $2 a piece. And I was like, just say no more. He was like, because I said, is there any way we can switch these out so we don't have these kind and we don't have this problem ever again? And he said, yep. So anyway, that happened. We got it straight. We told them to go ahead and give us a freaking tire. So $150 freaking almost later, we got our tire and fixed before they closed. We thought they were closed today. We weren't even really sure because it's the first of the year, you know. So that was our day. It was a long day. I'm tired. We got up way too early. But new tire. We're going to get the rest of the tires soon. We got to get a windshield put in, you know, because we bought the car with a wrecked front end and a busted windshield. I'm getting the windshield put in probably next week, I'm thinking, maybe. I don't know. We've been so busy. Working. Just working. And getting that shed. I can't wait to get that fucking shed. Things going to be changing around here. We get that shed, Mara. You hear me? I love these cups. They're 64 ounces, but I got one in there. No, in the office. I got one in my office. 100 ounces. 100. Man, have we got a lot going on here. Let's see. You have 2 sheds. We're only allowed to have one. It's supposed to be a 10 by 10, but when I went to buy the shed, the woman said, oh, where you live, I know they say 10 by 10. You go right into that office. You tell them we've already went back and forth with them on this, and we have put in an 8 by 12. They say you can't have a 2-story. You tell them that we've already done a lofted barn in there several times. So I walked in the office, looked at the girl, and asked her where the manager was. She said she wasn't there. I said, I got a paper here I need you to sign. You have to approve me putting this shed on the lot because we don't own the lot. We only own the home. She was like, let me see it. She said, oh, you're going to this place right up the road. I said, yeah. And she went, I said, look, she's already told me that y'all have already put an 8 by 12 instead of a 10 by 10. The square footage is exactly the same. And you've already put a lofted barn. And she went, give it here, I'll sign it. Because she was like, oh, we got to wait for the manager to come back for this. I went, come on, dude, I've got to get this done. I really need to get my name on there so I can get this thing here. They already know that I'm a reseller. They know that I have a mountain of stuff that I go through here. So where I live, they want you to sign over this shed, even if it's yours. What? When you move, you have to leave it. What? Yeah, right. Yeah, they can have that idea all day long. They ain't getting my shit. I'm paying for this out of this is my shed. I'm paying for this out of my money that I earn with my job. So yeah, that's my fight, my battle, and they ain't getting it. So if they even said that here, they kiss that shit goodbye. But anyway, so I'm getting my shit. I'm so happy. I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy, y'all. Things are going so good. I was going to get a nice one, the wood one, so I just got the metal one. Screw them. I looked at the metal ones. My problem is it has to be climate controlled, and trying to keep a metal building cool with an air conditioner in Florida, pardon me, is a joke. So I had to go for the one. It would have been way cheaper for me to get the metal one. Like, they didn't even sell them at the place I went. They don't carry them. But I found a place in Yulee that does. Way cheaper. Which is an option down the road when we get our land, because we can do what we want, right? I was going to get the solar panels for electricity, but now it's just storage. Yeah, we're getting one of those portable air conditioners like the one I got in my office. And we went up to the pawn shop to see what they had, because this is the time of year when people pawn their ACs. During the summer, good luck finding one, right? So they ended up having like 6 of them. So we do know that they have some. And even though the shed's not here yet, I really need to just get it. I need to get the AC and have it here because with my luck, when it comes to stuff like that, as soon as that building gets here, I'm going to go to get the AC from the pawn shop, and they're going to be gone. I already know it. Because the weather's going to be warming up. Like today was like 76, 77. It was amazing out. It was beautiful out today. I'm just looking at my cat, Kevin. Kevin! Kevin! That's how I call him. Yes, mother. Kevin! Kevin! Meow, meow, meow. Shut up. You want to clean your baby? Clean him. Watch. Clean your baby. She cleans the crap out of him, man. Good mommy. Good mommy. See, if y'all remember, those of you who have been around for a minute, when we got him, he was running. It's cold, you get a better deal. Yep, exactly. When we got him, he was running in front of our car, and he was a baby. He was maybe 5 weeks old. He was so little. It took me a while to catch him. I recorded it on video. I never did post it, but I recorded the whole thing. I was trying my best to catch him, but he was so tiny and fast, and he would get away from me. She's cleaning him so good, and he's being such a good boy. You stop that and you clean him. You be a good mama. But she really took to him, and so did Jewel. But Sasha wouldn't let her near Kevin. And then Kevin started nursing on my Chihuahua. And then out of the blue, Chihuahua starts making milk. Never had puppies, never been pregnant. And Kevin was getting his milk from a Chihuahua. And that's always been Mama. He's twice her size. And when she comes in and starts smacking the shit out of him, he knows Mama's in the room. What's wrong? Don't say okay, bye. What are you talking about? Where are you going? Sit down. You ain't going nowhere. So anyway. So Kevin's mama is a dog. And she takes care of him. She really cleans him up. And he lets her. And if he gives her any shit, which I've seen him do, she goes on him. And he calms right down like, Sorry, Mom. It's so adorable. Kevin! He's really loyal. He's as loyal as Ileana was. He sleeps right by me, right here. Oh, I have a little pillow here for him. He sleeps right beside my pillow because we have a king-size bed now, and he sleeps right beside my pillow when he's not sleeping on my chest. So, don't go. Mara, you still there? You better still be there. Don't make me come there. Don't you make me get out of this chair. All right, Saucy, you can't be on the bed. Daddy's going to fuss. You don't want Daddy to fuss. You're sweet. Ew, don't let me... No, freaking tongue went in my mouth. The fuck? It's flipping disgusting. Keep your tongue in your own face, dog, okay? You got the worst freaking breath. So anyway, and I'm still thinking about doing the YouTube auction. I'm not doing Whatnot. I've never even been to the website. I just want to do a YouTube auction, pay. Everyone sees you pay. Everyone sees you win. You can bid and it'll all be kept track of, and there will be video documentation, and we will have a set way for you to pay through Chime, Cash App, something. And you'll be able to get good shit. And I'll do like a miscellaneous auction. I might have one night where I do just plushes. I'll have a night where I do just clothes, because boy, do I have some clothes. I am looking at 1, 2, 3 stacks here, because as I wash, dry, and fold, I just find somewhere to put them. That is how bad it's gotten. I haven't even begun to list. I'm 1, 2, 3 stacks there, a bunch in here. I think Doug put 2 bags in the office, and I have a box and maybe 2 or 3 bags in the living room, which is now not the living room, but the warehouse. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. And seeing if I can't just recoup some of my money and give everybody really good deals. Any little flaws, you'll see. Any questions you have, you can ask on the spot. Some things will have a return policy. Things like clothes and stuff, I probably won't do a return policy on unless they're like jeans, like pants or jeans, because they don't always fit the same, and I get that. But like shoes, shirts, I don't think I'll do a return policy on those. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But I really want to do one of those auctions. I just don't have any freaking time. I don't have time. And then at the end of the day, when I'm done with everything, I don't want to do anything else. I just want to sit in here with Doug and watch TV shows. And that's what we do. We spend all of our time together. All of our time together. Because if there's one thing I've learned from the COVID thing, you don't know how much time you have. You don't know. You know, my friend Sherry passed away here. My very, very good, dear, precious sister friend. We just didn't have enough time to spend together. We kept putting it off, and COVID took her away last year in July. Not last year, because it's now 2021, July 2021. And her husband passed away a few months ago. Heartache. He had a heart attack, but it was heartache. He really never, he just couldn't get past her being gone. Understandable. What the Hells does an auction on YouTube once a week. They do quite good. They do about an hour and a half. Sorry to hear about Sherry. Yeah. I've never heard of What the Hells. I'll have to check them out. Yeah, I had seen some people doing auctions on Facebook, like Facebook live stream type auctions. And I know a bunch of people in the reselling community. I mean, obviously, I'm more of part of the reselling community now than I am any other community. And it's also the more structured and beneficial one for me, obviously, more positive. But I don't interact with them. I just watch them and learn. I don't really interact with anybody in the reselling community. I just don't. That's not what I'm there for. I'm there to learn. And I've learned quite a bit. So, and I'm still learning. I'm still learning. And I'm finding out the hard way that things lose their, they buy storage. See, yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. That is the next thing that 2023 is going to bring to us. Now, that shed, we're only allowed to have one. That shed will be for what I have here. If we decide to do a storage, we're going to have to get a storage and pay monthly. And just always never buy another storage auction until the first one is sold, done. And I'm only going to keep what I know I can flip quick. And what either it has to flip quick. They sell on eBay and do quick lots on YouTube. Okay. Either the stuff, even right now, the stuff either has to flip quick, not take up a lot of space, or be a long tail item that's going to take a while, but the profit's going to be really good, you know? I know you. She going to get hers. Who's going to get hers? What do you mean? So yeah, that's the next thing we're going to do, but we're not doing it yet as long as we have nowhere to put the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Danny. Who else? Did I miss anybody else? I want to say hi to everybody. My ear's itching. I want to start doing lives. They won't be scheduled. They'll be sporadic. They'll basically be updates. And because I stay to myself, it'll be me just like talking about things going on, either venting about a frustration or motivating everybody the best I can with positive updates. Because if anybody can do anything good and positive, I mean, if I can, anybody can. You just have to do it, I guess. And like the reselling thing, all you got to do is go through your place, and all the shit you normally would put in a yard sale, don't. And just check online and see what they're selling for. And don't just check eBay. Don't just check Etsy. I can have a VCR and list it on eBay and make $30 or $40. I can take that same VCR and list it on Etsy, make $80. So every platform, you know, that's just like with what? I don't know. No, you're mistaken. But so what was I saying? Oh, it's just like with clothes. I do meet a lot of resellers locally. When I'm at the thrift store, we can spot each other from a mile away. And we talk about what we have found and what we have sold. And, you know, a lot of them don't want to. It's like she's going to get my stuff. And I'm like, motherfucker, I don't even shop around here normally. I don't care. What am I thinking? We'll chase you around on yard sales and scramble up there and buy shit before you? It's just so silly. But, some people are like that. They're not community oriented, and they think everyone's out to get them. But then the really nice ones, the awesome ones, you know, I can go up to them and go, what's that going to sell for? And they look at me like, how'd you know? And they'll kind of look at me and I'll go, you are going to sell that, aren't you? And yeah, I'm going to sell it. I'm like, yeah, I can tell. What's it going to go for? I've never seen one, that kind of thing. And then we share experiences. We share advice, stories, like, I found this, paid this, and sold it for this. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, girl. And then I I meet more men resellers. The women resellers just are tight-lipped. They don't want to. The women resellers just are not cool. They just are not here anyway. I don't know about everywhere else, but the men resellers are awesome. And I told Doug that, and he was like, "Of course they are." I'm like, "Oh, whatever, dude." But yeah. So I do have contact with other resellers here locally that I see at yard sales, or I see at flea markets or thrift stores, and I see some of them repeatedly. And we'll be looking in each other's cart. What you got? I don't know what you got. But they'll ask me, how are sales doing? And I'll ask them, and we show each other. They're all doing far better than I am, just saying, like far better. Some of these people are making $15,000, $20,000 a month. A month. I did not make a mistake when I said that. A month. There are some YouTubers that are making 30 to 50,000 a month selling clothes, used clothes, selling freaking clothing and shoes and belts and handbags, just attire. I can't, because clothes get on my nerves. I can't stand selling clothes. I mean, the money's good when it sells. It's easy to list, not easy to list because there's a lot of photographs. It's easy to store. Like you fold it correctly, you put it in the little Ziploc bags that you buy in bulk on Amazon, and then you put it in a categorized thing with the number on it. It's cataloged. It's the Dewey Decimal System or some shit, right? And it's just the tedious photographing, and a lot of them just dump it all in a tote. They're like, that's in tote A, that's in tote B17 or something. And they don't wash it. If it smells, or like their cigarette, or it has like a musty odor from being stored, they donate it. I'm like, if you make enough of a pile when you pick up a haul, or if you like go to the store and you're buying it and you don't like the smell of it, if you pick up enough items, you can wash that. That is not a lot to ask when you could probably make $15 to $45 on one item. Throw it in the washer with some other stuff. So I don't understand that, but that is my idea of a lazy reseller. And it's like, oh, your money's so good you can afford to just walk away from profit because your sniffer didn't approve. Fuck that. I have 4 pairs of jeans. They're vintage. They're from like 94, maybe 95. And they're beautiful. They're very vintage, and they got the flared leg and the embroidered patterns on up and down the legs and stuff. And they smelled like freaking cigarettes. And I got them from a reseller around here when they had a yard sale, and it smelled so bad. I washed them. I've had them for over a year. I washed them 7 times. I tried regular washing. I tried Febreze in the add-in stuff for your laundry. I tried the vinegar wash. I tried everything. And I don't remember what it was that actually finally did the job. I think I did 3 vinegar, white vinegar. 3 white vinegar washes in a row, I think is what did it. But I'm going to tell you what, I was not throwing them away because I got them for $1 a pair. And I know that I can make, because of what brand they are and because of the obvious era that they came from, the design and everything, I know that I can probably sell them for between, I don't know, 18 and 35 or 40. I don't know. I haven't really checked that good. But some of them are listed, some aren't. I still have, I think, 2 or 3 pair that I haven't put up yet. But yeah, I'll pretty much sell anything, but I'm not going to walk away from cash because of the smell. And I just like the fact that the only thing I like about the clothes is you can get them cheap. You can usually get them really cheap. If you go to a yard sale and they have a ton of clothes, you can usually, if there's enough pieces in there, say if I find 3 items that I know I can flip and make $20 on one of them, I will offer them 20 for all the clothes. If I can make $20 a piece on 2 of the items, I will offer them 40 for all the clothes, and there's usually a lot. But I quit doing it because I've become overwhelmed with clothing. And I have not been listing because my photo board's not the best. It's the rig, the setup for the photo board is driving me insane. But we got a new setup. We're going to put that in. I still got my board. It's just I had to change my setup because it was complicated and weird and the clothing wouldn't stay on the board. It's just all this crap. So, throat's itching. Okay. Do you know Catherine? I was going through some stuff we had stored in the RV when we gave the RV away. And we just, we boxed and toted everything up, brought it on back here, and we put it up. Well, I was going through some of the stuff because obviously we don't got no room for no totes. We've got enough shit going on, right? And I came across the cards that you made me and gave me, or you made and then gave me, whoever you made them for. And I was like, there's my cards. I could not find them. And it was really bothering me. I was like, look, I have cards that were made for me with little mice on them. They're absolutely adorable. All handmade with a beautiful note. And he said, from who? I said, my friend Catherine Hatton in I believe she lives in Canada. And he was like, oh yeah, I remember that. I said, I've got a mug and a bag, like a book tote that someone bought and sent to me about being a November witch. I found all that. The problem is I could not remember who sent me that. So Catherine, if you're the one that sent me the mug and the bag, thank you still. But I can't remember. I just can't remember. But I found it and there's no name on it. And there's no card in it or anything because it came straight from the website, I'm pretty sure. So but yeah, I was so happy to have found my cards. And you had told me to use them and send them to friends and stuff, but I don't want to. They're mine. I don't want to get rid of them. They're so cute. I'm sure I will send them off to people who can appreciate them. But okay, you didn't send me the bag or the mug, but the cards you did. I know that for sure. But anyway, I can't remember who sent me the bag and the mug, and it makes me feel terrible because, well, for a while there, I was getting a lot of, gifts. People were sending me things. And I just couldn't remember who sent it. I was thinking it might have been Janie D because she sent me some things too. I wasn't sure. But anyway, I gotta go round up Doug. I don't know what he's doing. Let me do my infamous call. Doug! Doug! He'll come if he hears me, but he's half deaf. The cards in the baby book. Yes. For the first grand girl. Yeah. That was so pretty. And I found that in the first haul of stuff that I brought in. But my daughter hadn't really sent me anything to put in the book. I was going to did I send it to her? I think I might have sent it to her. I can't keep my head screwed on straight half the time. But we got a lot to do. This year is going to be a good year. Like, see all the pill and paint? I've been pilling like crazy for months. Every time I get a little bit of time on my hands, I start pilling because we got to get these walls stripped down so we can repaint them. We have to replace all of the floor from the very back bathroom all the way up to the kitchen. From the bathroom, through the back bedroom, through the kitchen. Something got wet under there. We don't know what or where it's coming from, and it softened that floor. So it's got patches. It's been patched. Of course, you get a hole in your floor, you're going to patch it. And that I did not do a second one for the next one. No, suffer from depression and could not get back. No, don't you dare. You have the most beautiful stuff that you make. I'm so sorry you're going through that. I know. I know how hard it can be. we had talked before, you know, I've had bouts of it as well, where it's all I could do just to lift my head off of the pillow. I remember those days. It was awful. When my kids were younger and all, you know, oh, it was so bad. It was so hopeless. But so I understand. But you always have to hold on to the better days. You know that tomorrow's going to be the better day. Every day's a do-over, you know, especially when you're going through that. But yeah, we got a lot going on around this motherfucker here now, don't you know? We got so much going on. Kevin, Kevin, Kevin. Hey, baby. What are you doing? Y'all, look at that boot lip. Look. He's so gorgeous. Look at that lip. Hey, man. Be still, buddy. Me. Be still, man. He's got a freaking boot lip. It sticks out when he's just sitting there. And it's fat. Even when he was a kitten, you could literally, it was like a flap of fat that just wobbled. He looks like a little panther. He's my Pantera. He really is. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. And he likes to look at my phone. I'll put a mouse screen on there where the mice are coming out of the hole and getting their food and going back into the hole in the wall. He freaks out. He'll lay there and look at my phone and smack it, trying to catch the mouse. So cute. God, I love this freaking cat. Pardon me. Stop it, sausage. All right, well, I've been on for 52 minutes and 2 seconds at this point. I'm going to wrap it up because me and Doug were going to watch a movie, but he seems to have found himself preoccupied with something that is not as important as me, and I'm going to make sure he knows it. Doug! What is that? There's a hole in my shirt. Oh, I'm going to give this one to Doug because we've got identical shirts. Yeah, I'm going to give this one to him and I'm going to get the other one. Not today, but when I do laundry. He'll just let me have it. Watch. Douglas, this shirt that's like yours, about, where you at?
I'm right here.
I'm
talking to somebody.
Who? Who are you talking to?
Capital One.
Oh. Okay, so the shirt that's like yours, this one?
Yeah.
See that hole right there? There's a little hole. Can I have the other one?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Definitely ain't got no complaints with that one. It isn't just about a t-shirt. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Move, saucy. Go and get, girl. Okay. All right. I'm excited about tomorrow. Get up and do my smoothie and go for a walk and eat apples. The first week and a half to 2 weeks is going to be horrible because every single time that I flip the script on my system and start doing good, my skin breaks out so bad. I already have horrible issues with my skin. I always have. Every woman in my man in my family on my mama's side has always. So, but every time I do this, it's basically like a detox. Holy crap. The breakouts. Oh my God. But I don't care. It's a small price to pay for the better outcome. Healthier joints, stronger muscles, better energy, because I got shit to do. I got money to make. I have property to buy. So I don't have time to sit around and hurt. And, you know, my knees and my ankles hurt all the time. But it's been cold. Even here, it's been pretty cold. But it's finally, I think that cold snap is over with. I got heartburn. I really need to do something about that, right? And I think when I'm eating better and stuff, all of this problem right here, see right there? The thinning, this area's thinning, that's going to get better too. I think so. I'm going to, because Mara bought me vitamins a while back. I don't take them every day. I forget to, but I'm going to start taking them every day. I think Doug took my, he did, he took my charger. He took my charger. Okay. My phone's getting ready to go dead in a little bit. So nobody's got any plans for the new year, huh? No one's got the motivation to do things. Well, I'm going to motivate you. I want you to go reflect on last year, what you wanted to do and didn't do. And I don't care if you succeed. I want you to try. I want you to try. I want you to try. You don't even got to try hard, but I want you to try after focusing your mind that you can. And that the only thing holding you back is you and your ability to conjure up an excuse for why it's not you. You see what I'm saying? You have to be willing to go, quit going, you know what, I can't help it, so-and-so makes me pay this. Well, if so-and-so is making you pay this extra bill, find an extra way to make the income to cover that bill so you can do this as something you want to do. Don't justify that bill and go, well, I don't have a choice, I have to. Just pay the damn bill and find a way to do it. So I want you to be motivated to just do that. Just find something from last year and try it this year. Don't care if you succeed. Just try. That's the first step. Make the effort. That's what I did when I didn't have a choice because I was losing my mind because my boys weren't here. And that was really terrifying. My mind was terrified without my babies. But anyway, 2023, another year for that rotation and pulling something positive out of it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, 2022 was freaking amazing. I have no complaints, none. I'm not sure how much I made, but I'm sure that it was a lot more than I would have made as a convenience store clerk. Pretty sure. Some local, some online. It was a good chunk, and I'm very proud of myself for that because I did that. Doug didn't do that. I did that. Doug was definitely supportive, but I did that. I'm going to do it again this year, only I'm going to double it. I'm going to double what I make. But if I triple it, I ain't going to be mad at me. But I'm going to double it, for sure. Anyway, I miss talking to everybody. I miss having panels. That was fun. I don't think it'll ever be that way again. But it was fun while we did do it, you know. And I'm going to start trying to come again more often. Giggity. I'm going to start trying to show up and do lives when I have time. But, you know, that's something I really can't make promises about. But I'm going to try. I'm just so damn busy. But anyway, love to you all. Thank you for coming here and talking to me. Thank you for the thumbs up. And, yeah, everybody have an amazing 2023. Be safe. Be focused. Take little self breaks, even if it's just for a few hours a day, maybe twice a week. And find the positive in everything. I don't care how negative it seems. Find the positive. You have to try to find the positive. And there's always something positive. You just have to want to find it. All right. Everybody have an amazing night. Bye.